Alright folks, welcome to this episode. Today's episode, we're here exploring more rail history, and this time we're on the same railway as last week's video, which is when we were in the Glams video looking for what was it called, St Orange Stone. We walked an old railway, and this is actually at the other end of that railway. Today's video we've got AKR again, channel historian. He's come along for the journey, and this is where the old platform was for the Kirriemuir Junction, and the railway used to curve across there and head up towards Kirrie, so it's cool. This is all that remains. AKR reckons this could potentially be an old waiting room, maybe, or something like that, but this has obviously been here since the days of the railway. It's really windy today, so I apologise for any sound of wind. Look at this. We've got the usual, people have graffitied it. It's interesting to imagine what this potentially would have been like. Look, there's a door frame here, Andy. Is that a Victorian window frame? Oh. Yeah, so AKR says this probably isn't as old as Victorian here. Look at this. I think maybe there's been some farm debris and stuff dumped as well around these places. See what's unusual as well? The hole in the roof here. Do you think that's been maybe like a fire?
I think there's maybe a stove there.
It's maybe been a little stove here with exhaust going out the chimney. The exhaust going out the roof. Look at that. Wonder what these have been. It's like troughs for something. I think these would have been two separate rooms.
I think so, yeah.
Do you think these would have been toilets?
I don't know.
It's hard to see because there's no evidence of toilets on the floor.
It might be a waiting room in a toilet or waiting in an office type bit maybe one time.
So even in the 1950s, trains were coming along this line. And I think there's a good old photograph, is it 1953? There's a train here coming along the line. And just think, look how it looks now. Totally ruined. We'll go out and take a look at the lines here and see what remains. But once again, I do apologise if the wind plays a factor here. That's the trouble with exploring in the stormy winters. What a cool look at an abandoned building like that's got, eh? That's what we love here on the channel. And that would take you down to where St Orange Stone that is, and eventually you would come to the Glams Junction, the old Glams station. And then over this side, there was actually a little house here previously, back on the old photographs. So there must be foundations of a house somewhere here. And then the train track would have gone both sides of the house. And then now, here we are, we're on the Kirriemuir rail line. You can just imagine the steam billowing out of this hollow. The cool point here, this whole back fence is made out of old railway sleepers, which is smart. I don't think there's anything along here to hit look, but we'll go along on the journey, folks. Yeah, so there's no real evidence along here of anything, apart from the old rail fence at the side. So I reckon that house must have been roughly here, eh?
I think there's probably the trees in the garden.
Oh, so this has probably been the garden for that little house that I spoke of. There's absolutely no remains here of the house. This looks like something a bit younger than that ancient history. That looks like something else potentially. A bit more newer. We'll take a walk along and have a look at this old bridge. It's a shame to think of the rail history here, which now is just totally lost. All that industry. It would have been so handy for getting from A to B these days. instead of having to go by car. You could have gotten the train so many places. Yeah, this fence is huge. It goes on for miles with these big sleepers. What a cool place, folks. Down in the hollow here of the old line, it's a lot less windy. So we'll go along and have a look at this bridge. It looks like it's been backfilled from the other side. It's like somebody's using that as a yard. And we can still see where the little platform bit was in the middle, which is cool. That's what happens if you lean on the zoom button accidentally, folks. This is a real life Explore. I'm going to do this in one take, walking around here. It's more raw. I'm taking you lot on the journey instead of editing out all the little bitties. Look at the wall here. And then more impressively over here, the wall leading up to the side of the bridge. It's quite a big wall. Here's AKR coming down the old train line here. Yeah, so look at this stone wall here, folks. Think of how much stuff was actually built back then for the railways. It's incredible. They've used big and small stones to make their wall, and then look, it's had slate on top. I wonder if that's actually potentially slate, which at one time would have been on that house. Maybe. I'm not sure. Here comes the rain, folks. Wind and rain. It's a YouTuber's worst nightmare. I'll just go straight through this puddle. Look at this place, folks. This is what you would call real deal abandoned. The rain's getting so heavy. I'll end the video here probably, folks. You can see how it's been backfilled from the other side. But that was a cool walkabout. It was a smart little walkabout history, really. And it's cool to see the Kirriemuir Junction. You can see it there, one going one way and the other one going away to the other side. That's Kirrie. And next time we do a railway video, I'll probably explore maybe further up that way and see if there's any history of the line left. It's sad to see the old bridge like this. Anyway, folks, right, I'll end it here. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you very shortly in the next video. So we can see here, folks, before I end the video like I thought, there's been a historical repair there on this bridge with the red brick. And AKR was just saying the signal box must have been here somewhere. So potentially this is where it was. Oh, there's a deep hole here. This red brick here may potentially be where that was.